Hey, this is Honor Running, and thanks for watching this video about my journey and how it can help you. So I wanted to go back in time in case you're a new reader to my blog, Classy Career Girl, and maybe you don't know all about my journey and you don't want to read, 5 years of blog posts to figure out what my career journey is so far. So in this short little video, I'm going to give you a summary and everything you need to know about my journey to where I am today and how it can help you. So this video is the first in the series counting down to my live webinar training on October 9th, 2014 at 6 p.m. Pacific. And it's called How to Ditch Your Dead-End Job and Find a Career You Love. And I'm really excited for it. So if you're signed up, I can't wait to chat with you on the live call. And if you are not signed up yet, what are you waiting for? Go to loveyourcareerformula.com and sign up right now. So let's start with my journey, and we are going to go way back in time, back to when I was in college. So way back when it came time to figure out, what should my major be, I had no idea. And like many of you, I had no idea what my passions were. I had no idea, what my interests, what my skills were. Like I didn't know what I wanted my career to be. And my mom said I should pick math when I was applying to college and tell them I wanted to be a math major because it would make me look smart and I would get into college. So that's what I did, and unfortunately, I did get into college, but I really quickly decided I did not want to be a math major. So I became undeclared. And I was undeclared all the way up until my junior year. I was undecided. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my career. And then I got an A plus in a lot of my math classes, my finance classes, economics classes. So my college counselor said that I should probably pick business and concentrate in finance because I was good at math. So what did I do? I just went with whatever he said, and I did. I picked finance as my major, and I ended up actually going to work in finance after graduation because I was good at it. And that begins my journey of getting stuck in a job that I hated. So if you're feeling stuck, I have been in your shoes. I remember what it was like when I was stuck in a job I hated. I wasn't happy and fulfilled in my career, and it was keeping me up at night. I was so stuck, and I would apply to jobs over and over again online with no luck. I blamed the economy, and I was frustrated that I wasn't doing all that I was capable of doing. But I just did not fit in my job. I mean, I was doing well, I was getting promoted, but something was just off. It just didn't fit me. I would job search in the morning and on my lunch break, and then when I would come home from work, like many of you might be doing right now, and it was just really frustrating. Then I got my MBA because I thought that that would help me get a new career. But when I graduated, I was still in the same position, same job, and totally stuck. I was also an introvert, so applying online was really easy, but I was not getting any results. Like many of you might also not be getting results online. And my resume was pretty good. I knew because I had my career counselor review it. So I was pretty confident in it, but I was getting no results over and over again. At one point, I was just applying to any old job that I could find online because I was so desperate. And I think employers knew that because they just didn't call me back. I had no luck at all. So for years, I just was stuck in a job I hated. I would literally come home crying to my husband, and some weekends I just couldn't relax because all I could think of was work and how I needed to get out of there and how I dreaded Monday and I didn't want to face what was on my plate on Monday morning. It was impacting my relationships because my work life was off. I couldn't attend happy hours or social events because I had to work or I was crying about work. I was just barely holding on. The only thing keeping me holding on was what I had picked up as a side project that helped me realize what I was passionate about. I was able to teach how to navigate your career class as an adjunct instructor at my company that I loved. I helped people review their personality assessments and figure out how to navigate within the company into roles that they loved so that they could be happy at work. It was on my own time and I didn't get paid for it. I had to put so many extra hours into it, but it didn't matter. It was work that fit me. And then I realized I wasn't in a full-time role that fit my interests, personality, and motivations. It was such a light bulb because I finally was learning more about myself. I was learning the things I liked and I didn't like, and I was starting to get that clear direction of where I needed to go next. And I realized that finance was a skill I was good at, but I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't my favorite skill, but I loved teaching and training and coaching, and I realized that I wanted to do that for my career. But another year went by and I was still in the same position. I got comfortable, nice salary, great promotions, but something was still just off. I was in limbo. I was just making it through the days, living for the weekends, letting life pass me by. Just saying, whatever, I guess this is just how my career will go. I didn't get that wonderful opportunity that I knew I would hope to get someday. I guess I'll just settle in with what I have now. A job is just a job and it pays the bills. I just have to keep doing it because I don't have another choice. I just didn't care. And it's really, really sad for me to think of this time in my life because I really just let my dreams go. But there was this whole other side door opening that I wasn't really aware of. There was this door of happiness by working on my blog, the door to work I loved, and complete personal fulfillment. And on the screen, you can kind of see my blog through the years. It looks completely different now, but way back when, on the first year, I was classy career girl, consultant by day, MBA student by night, journey with me through my final year of business school, and it was so much fun. So living a life of purpose and making a difference was with this blog, a career that totally fit me in this door. But I didn't know that then, just like you don't know now, what was through that door for you right now. There was a step or a major leap that I really needed to take, but I almost didn't take that step until I had a major life tragedy. And this is the part of the story that I have really never shared on most of my trainings and webinars too much in the past. But there was one day when my entire life changed, and you could say that it was either the worst day of my life or the best day of my life. I don't know if you are at rock bottom yet, and I surely hope that you are not, because I would never wish for this rock bottom on anyone. But after years of putting up with a job I hated, I hit rock bottom. I was in a hospital emergency room with my husband in the middle of Seattle at midnight. It was after a wedding that my husband was the best man in. We went straight from his best man speech to the hospital to find out I was miscarrying my first baby. Now, ever since I initially found out I was pregnant at that point, I was just emotional, stressed, and hating life because of my job. I'm not going to get into the studies, whether stress causes something like that, but I can tell you that my body was not in balance and something was very, very off, and my job was affecting me at that point in time in my life. And when the doctor told me that I was miscarrying, I was in shock, but instead of mourning my baby at that moment, all I could think of was my stupid job. The first thing out of my mouth to my husband and the scared looking doctor was, "I hate my job, I need a new job." Yes, that was very irrational considering what was going on in my life. I was so terribly stuck that the first thing I thought of in a major tragedy was my stupid job. So ever since that moment, I have had this fire in me. I've had a purpose, and I beg of you not to let as much time go by stuck in a job that isn't the right fit for you as I did. Please, if you are feeling discontent in your current role, it is time. You don't need to hit rock bottom and have a major life tragedy like mine to give yourself a jolt to make a change. This is the jolt. I'm here to tell you that I know you can feel it if I'm talking to you. Your time is now, and that is why you are watching this video, and that is why I do now what I do with my life. So what happened next? Well, my husband and we set to work. We paid off $80,000 of debt in 18 months. And without debt controlling my life, I could make life and career decisions that really, really made me happy. So I untrapped myself and other options came flooding in for the other part-time of my life. So you are not trapped, and I really want you to plan your work around your life, not your life around your work. So I believe with all of my heart that this situation of my life circumstances has led me here to lead you through your next open door, your next career move. And I believe that you are ready for something bigger in your life. You're on the verge of something big now, aren't you? I want my journey to help you, and here's how it can. The truth is that most people start a career search the wrong way and end up just back where they started, stuck in another dead-end job that still doesn't fit them. But the real secret to finding a career you love is knowing what to focus on. So join me on my live webinar on October 9th so that you can finally find work that is fulfilling, exciting, and challenging. And you can go to loveyourcareerformula.com to sign up. To make finding your dream job quick and easy for you, we will break it down into 3 core principles: understanding yourself, time management for efficient job searching, and a networking action plan. The webinar is for you if you want to finally create a plan that will produce real results for your job search. And I have it down to a science. After training so many women, I have put together a formula called my 90-Day Love Your Career Formula program to get your career unstuck in 90 days or less. And that is what I will be teaching you on this live training workshop on October 9th. So if you are signed up, make sure you download your webinar workbook before the webinar as well, because I will be walking you through the workbook, and it's going to make it really, really easy for you to take notes and take action with what you learn. So I will see you on the live webinar on October 9th. Make sure you go to loveyourcareerformula.com to sign up. See you then. Bye.